Spartans, welcome to your Canine Academy. Welcome back for episode 2. I decided to do a back-to-back episode because right now we need to talk about something that's going on with dogs in Kuwait. Now, if anybody's been, Kuwait, Afghanistan, I'm jumping ahead of myself here. In Afghanistan and Kabul. If anybody's been paying attention to the news, then you understand that there supposedly was a report of military working dogs being left in Afghanistan. Now, anybody that's ever been a handler is most likely still involved in some form or fashion with the canine world when it comes to military working dogs and any other type, contractors and whatnot. So, with that being said, right now we're having... the Pentagon has to step in because somebody in the Humane Society is an idiot, being that it's the president or CEO, whatever the flip his name is. What's his name? Let's see here. Hold on. Dr. Robin R. Genzert, president and CEO of American Humane, claimed that we had left military working dogs in Afghanistan. This is not true. This will never be true. We will never, any branch of the military will never leave a dog behind. Just like we won't leave a soldier behind. Or, a military member. Soldier, Marine, Airman, all right, Seaman. All of these reports coming out, they're stating that these dogs were military working dogs. They are not. I want to clear this up really quickly. They are not military working dogs. The one photo that they show is a bunch of Very kennels, which is the gray plastic kennels with the great door in the front. There's no markings that say caution, beware, MWD, military working dog, which it would be stenciled on there, and the handler is responsible for that kennel and that dog. And we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on these dogs, but also on the handler for training. All right, it's not something that would just they're going to say, oh, we're going to leave the dogs behind. Majority of them are dual purpose, which means that these dogs are looking for people. They can sniff out people inside of a building or an open area like an open field, right? They're used as sentries. They look for explosives or narcotics, not both, all right? So there's no way in hell these dogs are going to be left behind. And it irritates me that every time that they see dogs in a country that is, that the Americans are, we as Americans are occupying, they think that it's automatically military working dogs. This happened back in 2015. The report came out in April 2016, but in June 2015, pictures were taken of a bunch of dogs being euthanized inside their kennels by some Filipinos and some other people. And it was said that they were military working dogs. This would happen in Kuwait. No, it wasn't. Kuwait Petroleum hired Kuwaiti security something or another, and they canceled their contract. Well, they decided they were going to lose money bringing the dogs back, so they decided to start killing them. And then the report came out, and the pictures came out, and then they stopped and didn't kill the rest of their inventory, the rest of their dogs. It's sad, I know. It is, and it's disgusting, actually, and despicable. And I'm tired of, companies like this that don't have any kind of business dealing with these high-end trained dogs and these special animals They have no business dealing with them. But this is not the case right now. Right now, these dogs, from what I'm understanding when reading, and it's conflicting reports, is that they belong to private security company, American, Garda World. But Garda World is working on getting the rest of them back right now. Okay? They are working on getting the rest of the dogs back. They're working with the Kabul Animal Rescue, or I'm not even sure what was the name. Hold on, let me pull this up. Let's see here. Volunteer organization called Kabul Small Animal Rescue, KSAR, and the representatives on the ground in Afghanistan working to save the stranded contract dogs in Kabul, Pahun said. Pahun is the spokesman for the Department of Defense. Okay, he's the one that said that these erroneous reports, the reports were erroneous and false. So that's great, because I know for a fact we wouldn't leave those dogs behind. Now, hopefully, if you had been keeping up with, the footage of everybody being evacuated, you would have seen all these dog handlers being escorted to the C-17 to get on and to fly out. And then there was other civilian flights that they were showing the contractors were on. Contractors were on, and with all of their dogs. And there was one flight that had nothing but civilian contractors with their working dogs. So, don't fret, don't get upset, take everything that comes from the internet with a grain of salt. All right, this is going to be an ongoing issue. We're going to try to get, we want to save dogs that are out there. We want to save the pets, the dogs that, that aren't even working dogs. We want to save them as well. There's an organization that's doing that, and there's reports on the person that, the gentleman that he was from British military, and I can't remember if he was Special Air Service or Marine or whatever, that ended up getting a flight, and Americans are upset that his dogs and him got a flight out of there. Well, guys, understand that the British are the ones that flew him out. His wife caught a flight first, and then he waited and he lost contact with her, and then he waited to have, I believe it was that she had left first and lost contact with her, but didn't know, and then he was trying to get the rest of his staff and the rest of the animals out, and of course, the old animals had to be euthanized, but they ended up getting a flight out, and a lot of people were a little bit up in arms about this. And I'll tell you what, the guy went back there as a civilian to do this animal rescue and to try to get these dogs adopted out and send them to the States, and it's trying to get funding. You have no idea the heartache and the stress and the work that went into what he does and did. So I'm not mad at him. I applaud him for the hard work. It's a hard decision to say, hey, I want to bring these dogs back. My life is very important, but so is theirs. Even though to most people they're just animals. And yeah, in the end, they're animals, but they have a heart. They're loving, and they will protect us, and they will love us, unlike cats. So, with that, this is just something I wanted to jump in on real quick. It's a very short episode. It's not going to be very long. I wanted to just touch base on this with you guys, because it's getting out of hand with the false reporting, and luckily there's people out there that are reporting it properly. And cheers to you. So, excuse me. Had to take a drink there. Guys, those of you that are going to be watching on YouTube, go to Spartan K9, the letter K, the number 9, Academy on Spotify, and hit the follow button. and give me a follow. Give me some feedback. Tell me what you want to hear. What do you want to talk about? I'm gonna do. I want to be able to talk about anything that's dog related, anything to help out people out there. So listen to episode 1 and I'll give you the details on what we want to discuss here and what we are going to discuss. All right. I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a beautiful Wednesday. 2 more days until the weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. All right. I love you guys. All right. And take care of yourself. Bye.